Hello aspirants, I am Indumati Karthikeyan from Incar IAS Academy. Today we are going to see about 3rd December current affairs. The topic from Delhi edition, this topic is editorial, that is a season with disabilities making their right real. This topic is comes under our GS2 government policies and intervention for development in various sectors and issues arising out of their design and implementations. First of all, why it is in the news? First of all, a citizen with a disability is someone who has a mental sensory impairment that limits their ability to perform activities in a normal way. So, the Right of Person with Disability Act, that is RPWD Act of 2016, defined 21 types of disabilities, including visual impairment, hearing impairment, speech and language disabilities, intellectual disabilities, locomotor disabilities, cerebral palsy, and also dwarfism. India ratified of the United Nations Convention on Rights of Persons with Disabilities in 2007. This act was passed, that is in the year of 2016, to replace the earlier Person with Disability Act 1995. The RPWD Act was intended to promote a human right model of the disability rights, and also there is a things behind that ensuring the national disability legislation aligned with the principle and the United Nations Convention on the Right of Person with Disabilities, and also we safeguarding the right and fundamental freedom of people with disabilities, and also we identifying and eliminating barriers to participate in activities. Accordingly, the parliament passed the Right Act with a disability in 2016. So the government given the right for the disability people. So India ratified the United Nations Commission on Rights of Person with Disability. Here, what is the main thing? The role of the state commissioner is a main important person. That is a unique feature of the RPW Act. One of the unique point is the provision for the constitution of the office of the state commissioner for disability at the state level, with a combination of review, monitoring, and also they can do the quasi judicial function to implement the disability law. And according to the section 82 of RPW Act, that is the state commissioner for the purpose and discharging their function under the act shall have the same powers of a civil court under the Civil Procedure Code 1908, while trying to suit for every proceedings before the state commissioner shall be a judicial proceeding within the meaning of section 193 and also the section 228 according to the Indian Penal Code. So, first of all, we must know what are the challenges in the functioning of the state commissioner. Despite of legislation, that is a far-reaching and quasi-judicial power to the state commissioner is safeguarding the right of the fundamental freedom of a person with disabilities. The state commissioner in many states have fallen short of the expectation of citizens with disabilities. And second thing, the dismal functioning of the office of state commissioner is largely due to the lax attitude on the part of the state government to investigate the statutory office in discharging its function in accordance with the law. And also the reality has been apathy highlighted in the writ petition WRC, that is a Seema Girija Lal versus Union of India, in which the delay in appointment of the state commissioner has also been highlighted in that case. So some of the reason for the failure of fulfill the statutory role of this commissioner, what is that? The RPW rules provide an opportunity for person with substantial experience in law, human rights, education, social work, and also the rehabilitation, but with non-governmental organization background to be appointed to the position of the state commissioners, and also in reality majority of commissioners either dependent on holding additional charge and the civil servant from the nodal ministry. So according to these, the chief commissioner of person with disability, only 8 states have appointed commissioner who are not part of the mainstream of the civil services, and also the civil servant from the nodal ministry is in conflict with the purpose having the impartial and independent office that can exercise oversight over the executing, hold them accountable, and also implementing the provision directly by the law. So, some of the recommendations are improved for the appointments are provided. That is the in terms of disability inclusion have appointed representative of civil society organization as state commissioner. The state government should consider appointing qualified women with a disability as commissioner, as they will better position to address these intersectional forms of discrimination that women and girls with disability in India currently experienced. And also there is a main role of the state commissioner that intervenes suo motu to identify, inquire about any specific policy provision, program, and also the law to contravene the provision of RPW Act, recommend appropriate corrective measures, and also we need to issue the current practices, that is in proactive manner, and also need for the good stakeholder engagement, that is the state commissioner should interact consistently with the person with disability and representative organization to understand the policy guidelines and also the executive orders, so that will contravene the provision of the law and initiate necessary remedial action. For example, the Karnataka model, that is a capacity building for the state commissioner, is a vital thing that we need to give the capacity building, that state commissioner of office in Karnataka collaborating with the law schools and legal expert in strengthening the respective capacity could be viable option. And also we need to make a complaint management and also the disposal, that is a register compliance with regard of deprivation of the right. It is equally important to the state commissioner look into the complaint and dispose the thing as soon as possible. So for that there is a mobile adalat also required, that is a in remote areas mobile adalat are practiced in Karnataka Commissioner's Office could be good practice of state to emulate that reaching out of person with a disability in remote areas and look into the deprivation of their rights. So Adalat were organized in the state with a prior notice to person with disabilities through the nodal disability office in the district. It is aggrieved individual or institution to the grievance and also the redress them properly. And also we need to designate the district magistrate for the disability inclusion. So deputy commissioner for person with disability, as done in case of Karnataka, is promising way to the local governance disability with a inclusive things. And also we need to monitor and implement the legislation in on perfect manner to enable the legislation program and schemes so for that impact person with disabilities. And also we need to become an inclusive governance tool for the state commissioner in Karnataka to have sight how development and welfare programs and policies have been implemented and relevant department at the district level. Finally, we conclude that there is a key function of the state commissioner is to undertake all the promote and research in the field of disability rights. This opens up opportunity for the state commissioner to collaborate the United Nations entities which have a mandate to promote disability inclusion on the basis of UN disability inclusion strategy in undertaking research in areas such as disability inclusive social protection, inclusive care in the economy, and also there is a impact of climate change on person with a disability. So these are the findings to pave the way for more inclusive policy in advancing the rights of the people with disabilities. Thank you so much.